Hello everyone, welcome to This Is Pikeville. Jimmy Taylor has all kinds of information today that will help you to put events and different fun things on your calendar. Hey Jimmy.
Hey Jill, I get to talk about the fun things and I love it.
You do. Jimmy Taylor, Director of Tourism for the City of Pikeville. Also a guest on today's show is our friend Larry Miller from Appalachian Wireless Arena. And we have a lot of things to talk about, guys. So Jimmy, we're going to start with you. In the building that we're in, which is the Overlook Event Center at Bob Amos, the top of Bob Amos, we are planning a murder mystery dinner theater, which is something that's been in the works for a long time. But finally, everything kind of worked out, and we're now planning for that great event. So tell us a little bit about it.
The event is called Bell's Belladonna and Bourbon. It's a dinner murder mystery theater. So if you watch CSI or any of the crime shows on TV and you always know, well, I know who did this before the end of the show, this event's for you. I think that the arena is providing the food, which looks absolutely delicious on the paper.
I looked at the menu before we started today's show, and I think we have information that you'll see on your screen, but there's a salmon dinner, there's a chicken entree, there's beef.
There's three different types of protein that's in there, and you know our chef is there's no one there that does food quite like Wes. So
he calls it protein, I call it yummy.
I was like, that's pretty technical. There's 3 different kinds of protein. So, but it's such a good menu and going to be a lot of fun. I mean, these are events that people travel great distances for. So you're going to be here at the arena. There's a cocktail hour before the actual show starts. So
June 26th.
Right, June 26th. And how can people get tickets for that?
You get tickets on the apparts.org and just click the event. Or you can go to our Facebook page on the event page itself and you can click the ticket link there.
Yeah, something else that you've been working pretty feverishly on now that we actually are having events and things for people to do is a tourism guide, a new tourism guide. Last year it was put on halt because we didn't really have anything for people to attend because of the pandemic, but this year there's a whole slew of things going on in the city of Pikeville and at the arena.
This year our tourism guide will come out, and I think we've added 4 more pages to what we already have in that guide. It's going to be a beautiful guide that Kathy Atkins puts out for us every year. It lists all of our events from tourism, Main Street, the arena, and the Appalachian Center for the Arts. So we're looking very forward to having that out.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful book, and we're looking forward to getting that printed and getting it in the hands of our residents and our visitors alike.
This is the first thing people see when we do our trade shows or when we go to the Kentucky State Fair. This is the first thing we put in their hands.
Yeah, and they are always very thankful to get that.
Absolutely.
I know both of you love motorcycles. Larry, obviously you do. Motorcycles on Main coming back on June 10th. Going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is on June the 10th. Andy's got the Pastime Band music scheduled. And with that one, we line up motorcycles all the way down Main Street. So it should be a great event.
the more the merrier. I think some of the local people are getting very involved with it, and should be numerous different clubs, associations, and riding.
Yeah, of course. Last year, you know, with everything we keep repeatedly saying we didn't get to have this, but it's funny that when you're not allowed to do something, how much you miss it and how much you remember how fun it was when you were able to go to different events or just walk up and down Main Street freely without a mask on. This year, I feel like all of these events that we're planning and everything that we're trying to do are going to be so heavily attended that it's really going to be surprising to us.
Absolutely. Pin-up frustration too, I'd say.
It is. Yeah. And it's showing in some of the events that we're doing already. I mean, we're above national average for show sales with what we're doing at the arena and most of the things that we're doing. So, I mean, it's a wonderful thing for us. And everyone has been cooped up for so long. They're just ready to get out.
There will be no shortage of things to do in Pikeville.
Never is. We talked a little bit earlier when we were talking with City Manager Philip Elswick about a new 4th of July event, and that is going to be called Independence Day at Pikeville. Freedom, food trucks, and fireworks.
Freedom, food trucks, and fireworks.
We, you know, 4th of July traditionally has been that day with contests, hot dog eating contests, watermelon eating contests, inflatables in the park, all of this sort of thing, with the culmination of the largest fireworks display in Eastern Kentucky. Well, that's still going to be the same this year, but 2 days prior to the 4th of July, we're welcoming in all kinds of people, food trucks, artisans, and we need to make this clear. When we talk about food trucks, these are contained food vendors.
Food truck vendors, yes,
food
ma'am.
truck vendors. They're not tents that are set up on the street and cooking openly like that. They are food truck vendors. So that's a little bit different, but a lot of places around us are going toward these food truck festivals and this type of atmosphere, and we look forward to our first crack at it. So
Our
to
first
speak.
food truck festival, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Lined up as far as you can see down Main Street, I hope. We have 10 already confirmed. I'm going out looking for more. I'll be going to some of these festivals, trying to recruit some of these food
Oh,
trucks.
you're
too,
just
Piper.
going to eat, don't lie.
Well, I get to
Part
have
of the
fun.
job, right?
I get to have fun.
I think I'm going with you to a couple of those. So
I
that's
hope
okay.
so.
That's okay.
But on our 4th of July festival, we're also going to have inflatables and face painting in the park, along with some kids' music for our families on Sunday. So you're going to have music or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but in the park, it's going to be mainly focused toward families on Sunday.
On Friday night, I want to put this out there. Countywide's going to be performing, and they're now a signed band. So they're doing really well down in Nashville. They're starting to pick up the pace. They're opening for some big acts, and they're coming to Pikeville, Kentucky, and doing a free show for us. So,
Free show.
yeah,
We
it's
love
outside,
free.
so it'll
Yeah.
be free. People come on out and enjoy the music. And have a
Now,
good
is that
time.
going to be on the plaza?
It's on the plaza. It's going to
Okay.
be on the Mountaintop Media Stage. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to that one.
That will be a nice draw to have. Something really for everyone, I think, during this Independence Day at Pikeville celebration. Because people love to eat, we love to get outside and socialize, we love music, and certainly with our kids in the park and having a great time, that's a bonus.
And our fire department promises to have a huge fireworks display this year as well.
Yeah, they always every year strive to do better than the last year, and I remember I watched the fireworks from this building last year on our deck, and I can't imagine it being much bigger than what it was, but they guarantee that it will be.
They guarantee it.
So they look to outdo themselves every year. Another event that's coming up on June 12th, and this is something that the city, tourism, the arena is all a part of, certainly spearheaded by our Main Street board, our director, and their lovely people that are there. That's Dinner and White, something that's been going on for a few years now. Of course, last year did not happen. But this year it is set on June 12th. It will still be on June 12th. If it rains, we'll move it inside the arena. So let's talk a little bit about Dinner and White, Jimmy, and what people can expect there and how they can get tickets.
Minta Trimble, she always puts on a great event every single year. It's Parisian themed this year. So I'm really looking forward to that, and so is all of our employees. The arena is going to provide the bars.
And the food.
You can get tickets at PikevilleMainStreet.com. Click on the little link there, and I think tickets are $30.
One of the things that's offered with those tickets, though, in conjunction with the arena, Wes has put together an absolutely amazing menu, no shock there, of some different Parisian-inspired foods. And then we have one that's more traditional with wings and potato skins and all that sort of thing. But you can get a basket, and they're like little picnic baskets with charcuterie boards in them. There's a caprese salad skewer. I know, Jimmy, that's probably what you're going to get.
It is not.
It's not.
Option number 5 for Jimmy.
Yeah, there's a salad option. Then, like I said, there's a hot box that comes along that's big enough for 2 people to enjoy. And you can get those tickets.
PikevilleMainStreet.com.
PikevilleMainStreet.com. It is an Eventbrite listing, so
It
you
is.
can go to Eventbrite. You can search on Google for it. And it looks to be a lot of fun. It's one of the things where downtown gets decorated. It's already decorated so beautifully with lights, but it really is one of the prettiest events I think that we have.
Her chandelier is gorgeous
It
there in
is.
the middle of this.
And I hear it's getting a facelift.
It is.
It's getting a few new crystals and a few new things here and there to make it even more spectacular than it already is. So we're looking forward to that. Again, tickets are on sale now for that. Also, June 6th, something that I know I love with my child, and certainly a lot of people do, is fishing with the kids that we have on the pond.
Tourism, along with Mountain Comp, Pepsi, and Chad Webb, puts this on every year. This year we hope to have it bigger and better because Chad gives away fishing poles and tackle for all the kids that come. And believe me when I tell you, we put out 800 to 900 fishing poles each year for these kids to be able to fish with their families. It's a great event. The smiles on the kids' faces, you just can't beat that.
It really is amazing. I mean, if
really
you go down
is.
there and you see all the kids, and last year it was a ticketed event, so
It was.
Not as many, but something the kids look forward to every year, creating those memories with their families. And if you know Chad, you know what a heart he has for kids, and a heart certainly he has for fishing. I mean, he's great to get pointers off of. But it really is just something that he is so passionate about.
It is.
And in turn, we're passionate about too.
We are. We also do giveaways while the kids are there. So this year, I think Andy said we're going to be giving away kayaks and bicycles and things of that nature.
Yeah, these are not small prizes.
They're not. I mean, Andy goes out and he spends some really good money for the kids, and they enjoy it as much as we do. So I'm thrilled to death to have it again this year.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I'll tell you what, Larry, one of the things I get most excited about is knowing that I know we get to go into the arena a lot and we get to see it sitting there, and knowing what it can provide for our community and our region as a whole is just amazing. And because we've not been able to have those events, it's really saddened all of us. But I know you're getting excited because
Very
it is
excited.
open back up.
Well, we were starting out, and we just announced Jamie Johnson and Whiskey Mile, and that's going to be June 27th at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. But today we had a major announcement, and we had to hold up till noon to announce this because Rolling Stone magazine wanted to announce it first. So it's going to be
That's nothing, really. Just Rolling Stone.
Just Rolling Stone. It's Alice Cooper and Ace Frehley coming to the arena. We're really excited about that one. But one thing I really want to put out, Jill, is everyone complains that we do a lot of country. Well, we have 5 national shows in September, and not one of them are country.
How about that?
So
Wow.
we've got some announcing to do.
Yeah. Now, when is Ace Frehley and Alice Cooper? Is that in September?
It's kind of my birthday show.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's your gift. I see.
It's October the 5th.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna October the 5th of this year is gonna be Ace Frehley.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can't
That's
wait.
awesome. Some other things going on at the arena before we get to the fall months, and that's going to the one of them is the Pikeville Gun and Knife Show. Talk a little bit about that show.
Well, we're going to do it upstairs. This young gentleman's trying to get everything started. He's doing really phenomenal throughout the southern states, down Georgia, Tennessee, in that area. And he came to us, and he's interested. So we're gonna shoot for that one. And the Gun and Knife Show, I have to check the dates. We've got so much. I have to look at the dates, but that's July the 17th and 18th, and it starts at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Admission's only $8.
It's been a long time since we've had a gun and knife show in Pikeville.
Haven't had one since 2012.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So this is something that draws a lot of people from all over
It does.
in.
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am, it
there's
does.
so many gun and knife enthusiasts. I think really the knife shows I think are really remarkable because
The
you have
homemade
so
ones,
many
yes, ma'am.
handcrafted knives that are just, it really is an art.
Well, it is, and it's especially in Appalachian art. A
Right.
lot of people around here craft those, make those. I have several friends that do. We have several downtown that actually, and they're really good at the craft. They're wonderful.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Something for everyone there. Price is Right Live has been rescheduled a few times,
It
but
has.
hopefully on September 15th, we are going to be able to finally have the prices right.
Well, somebody's going to be able to come on down. So
Yeah.
we're ready. We're ready
Yeah,
for that one.
And Rodney Carrington also announced for November 11th.
And if we've had Rodney here once or twice, he's great. Everyone enjoys it's not a comedy show for all ages. It's an adult comedy show. Rodney does a wonderful job. Everyone leaves happy. He's a phenomenal comedian. So but we kind of forgot something, and it's one of our babies. We started it. It's called Hoptoberfest.
We did forget that.
yeah,
Let's
we
talk a
did.
little bit about Hoptoberfest.
So Hoptoberfest is October the 2nd. We're kind of lowering the amount of beers that we're doing this year. We did 90 last year. We're going to stick in the 70 range and pick more ciders. You know, people enjoy the ciders a little more than the IPAs. It's going to be I think we're going to run a Main Street the night before. Let me make sure. No, I tell you what, it's the VFW. The VFW is doing their convention, so it's going to be in coercion with the VFW convention this year.
Well, that's going to be a lot of fun.
It will.
Yeah, this is something that has been going on for a few. This is the third
Third,
one?
yep.
Third one. The prior two have been really successful.
They have.
So we're certainly looking forward to this one. And with more local people trying their hand at bourbons and beers and that sort of thing, we'll have a local flair too, which is kind of exciting.
I don't know if you noticed the dates there, but in October, we're doing 3 events in 1 week, October the 2nd, October
Oh,
the
yeah.
5th, and there's one we haven't announced yet. So
Yeah.
we're really picking the pace up. A little bit has to do with the pandemic and everything kind of moving forward and coming together, but we're hoping to keep things in this direction.
And we can sample and decide which ones we like the best.
Well, you got to try them all.
That's
It wouldn't be you if you didn't do that, Jimmy. So some of the great things that have come really out of the pandemic, because we look for things that have been positives. Obviously, there's been a lot of negative, but there's been so much positive, is the Appalachian Center for the Art and the exhibits that they have had. I know that the arena has been very involved in those. Tourism, obviously, is one of those draws. So she's had Native Reflections. Crossroads was really successful. And now there's the World of Jesus that's there. That's going to be a little longer show, going to be upstairs at the App. It's on display now through September 11th. So that is one of those things, you just stop by there, you can go in and see it. You can check their website for times and availabilities there. You can also schedule to get private, tours by Tommy Chamberlain, who really was involved with, has been involved with that for so long. So that is something you can do. And then also, Jimmy, Robin has got a whole list of things.
She does.
Junie B. Jones, Seussical, Wonderettes, been
Live
staying
and local.
busy. Yeah, live and local. Talk a little bit about that.
That was last weekend. It was wonderful. They had a lot of that attended. So that just moves us into If Birds Could Fly.
Yeah.
And If Birds Could Fly would be this month. It's on the 29th, and they're a great start band. They're getting started. Their name's getting out there. Everyone's getting to know If Birds Could Fly. I suggest if you want to see them before they get really, really expensive and hard to afford those tickets, you come now.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I've watched a few of their videos and just try to familiarize myself with them, and I think that's going to be a heavily attended show too.
One more thing about the Marvelous Wonderettes. I know you announced that they haven't, but 2 of those shows are already sold out. So you may want to, if you're wanting to see that, you may want to get on the ball and purchase those tickets, right?
Yeah,
Apparts.org.
that's one of the things that we want to encourage people to do is go ahead and get your tickets now, because maybe before there were a few straggler tickets left here and there. I don't think that for all of our shows that we're going to see a lot of straggler tickets, because people were wanting to go see everything.
The sales are they're there. If you wait, you're probably not going to be able to see these shows.
Yeah, well, it's a great problem for us to have, because that means
It
we're scheduling the right things and getting the right acts in town for people to enjoy. And there's a variety of things now. Like
Huge
you said, the arena has taken some flight before about all the country shows that they have, but September is non-country month, and I think that more and more we're going to be able to attract some of those shows in. Well, spring is here. Spring is here, literally. Summer is right around the corner. Jimmy, adventure tourism for you is certainly where it's at. The river is looking really, really good.
It's looking really good. And our kayaking and our horseback riding is doing phenomenal already. I'm assuming people's just been tired and wants to do something, wants to get out, wants to hike, wants to bike. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do here in Pikeville, especially with our horseback riding and kayaking.
Yeah, there's a special right now too.
There is $10 till the end of the month off of the medium and long rides. Dana and Keith do a great job with this. They make sure everybody is safe. If you don't know how to ride a horse, they'll teach you how to ride the horse before you go on the trails. You're not going to be able to beat that. Plus, they also do weddings in the barn and book group tours. It's a great resource to have here in Pikeville, and we're lucky to have them.
We certainly are. I know my little one has taken lessons before, and she considers herself now a professional horse rider, but I think we got a ways to go on that. But they have been so good about helping her, building her confidence, helping her to understand, and the discipline that comes along with riding a horse. So, and then getting up on those trails, especially right now, is just a really, really good time for everybody. Saddle and paddle. There's packages that you can get. So you ride one day, you can float the other day. So we're excited to offer those. Now, you can also do tubes, not just kayaks, but you can do tubes.
You do tubes, kayaks, and horseback riding. Yes, ma'am.
Lots of fun. Are you
Lots
going
of
to try your hand at the river this year? I know Larry's ready to get on at any point.
I'm always ready.
I'm always ready.
I think we need to do a retreat one day for our office, and Larry, you'll be the tour guide, and we'll put Jimmy on one of those kayaks.
Let's
That
do it.
sounds like a fabulous idea.
Doesn't it? No, it is a lot of fun though. And if you've never kayaked on the Levisa Fork. It is one of the most beautiful things because you forget where you are.
You do.
You feel like you're a world away when you're still convenient, right, to all the amenities that Pikeville has to offer. We do want to make sure people know about the website, Jimmy, and our mobile app.
Visit Pikeville.com for all your information on events and anything going on in Pikeville. You can also download our app for Apple and Android.
Yeah. And Larry, the website for the arena?
Website for the arena, the one that you really want to remember is this one. This one's Ticketmaster.com. And you want the number is 1-800-745-3000. You can purchase tickets from there. You can't call us at the arena and purchase tickets with the contract that we have. But remember, 1-800-745-3000 gets you to Ticketmaster.
Yeah, AppalachianWireless.com,
Yep.
Pikeville.com, the app. There's never a lack for anything, especially right now for folks to do of all ages, all genres of music, all skill levels. We just want to invite everybody to come in and see what Pikeville has to offer.
Get your tickets early.
That's right. Jimmy, thank you so much. Larry, always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Jill.
This is Pikeville. Thank you so much for joining us.